Hi, everyone. How is everyone tonight? I'll be giving it a couple of minutes. Let people jump in, waiting, invite friends. Let's see. Who else is available? Whoever wants to be here. Just drop in, say hi if you're on. It's fun to know who's peeking in and visiting. The purpose tonight for my live is to talk with you guys about motivation. I've had a few people and I have a conversation lately about motivation, how you get it, where it comes from, just how to keep on the path, keeping on. I'm just going to invite a couple people. So welcome to my little evening conversation is basically what it is. So what I want to talk about is motivation. And the thing that I feel like comes up for a lot of people, we kind of just lose momentum. And I have been doing coaching and mentoring and massage and natural holistic healing for 23 years now, since my son was in my belly. And I'm learning and finding from the experts that we can heal pretty much anything in our body if we have the desire to. So a lot of what I'm going to share tonight is basically the desire. And I want to read something to you. It says, why? When you will find your reason to do it, you will feel that fire within you, the kind of motivation that makes you keep going while others give up. And we all know people who are affected by suicide and death all the time, even if it's by natural death or surprise death, or someone passes away who we didn't expect or plan on dying. You really can't plan. And that brings me to a thought that I want to ask and leave of all of you guys is, what if we plan to live instead of die? What if we have it backwards? What if we ask questions about preserving our bodies, living in the future instead of dying in the future? What if this last 1 to 200 years, we've turned it around with our negative self-talk and our negative thoughts, and that we're powerful enough to shift that and turn it around? And I honestly, truly believe that with all my heart, based on my own experience. And that is what has me here doing these lives, doing workshops, doing the work that I do every single week with strangers, total people I've never met before, find me on Facebook or Google reviews and say, wow, your reviews are awesome. I want to come see you. And then I get this question a lot. What do you do? Well, I would love to share with you what I do. I'm a holistic practitioner. I am in the field now 23 years. I do massage therapy, hydrotherapy, which is cold and heat treatments. I have several massage modalities I can pull from. One of my favorite is the cranial sacral. It is absolutely relaxing, totally loving, safe modality that's gentle, and you don't have to disrobe for that. A lot of get these treatments who have car accidents or trauma, rape, injury, concussions, abuse, and they don't want to be disrobed. They want to be secure. They want to be comfortable. So it's a very safe modality. And I provide a safe environment no matter what, with draping and the techniques to relax the body. I talk you through a series of questions. We do an interview. It's just all love. Like, the highest frequency of healing is love. And that is what I provide, is safe, loving, gentle experiences. I work at your comfort level, your pain level. I do the things that work for you in conjunction to the knowledge and experience that I have and bring. So one of the things that I get a lot is like, well, how do you do it? How do you stay so motivated? What keeps you going? Well, my story keeps me going. Like, I have 4 beautiful, amazing kids. If you look at the blessings in your life, in your story, what you've survived, what you've lived through, right? I'm writing this down too as well, because I want to provide good content for you guys. If you wake up in the morning, that is basically motivation. Because some people aren't promised waking up. Some people don't wake up. Some people don't choose to wake up the next day, right? So I make a list. Sometimes I write my gratitude. I talk about gratitude. I practice gratitude. It might seem like a simple thing, and it might seem so small or insignificant, but it really, really, truly works. It truly creates a shift in the soul, in the body, when you talk about the things you appreciate and you look for the things that you appreciate in people and yourself. Yourself. Do you appreciate yourself for all that you do every day? Do you appreciate the way you love other people? Do you allow other people to love you, to support you, to listen, to show up for you? That is the key, is ask yourself these questions. What do I do? How do I love people, and how do I let people love me? Another thing that keeps me motivated is being organized. I'm not always super organized, and I have a huge project on my desk right now. I'm now creating and painting drums, which is one of my passions. Photography, writing. I'm writing my book. I don't feel like I ever choose a time to do it. And every single thing is a choice. That's part of being motivated, is like, what do I choose to do today that will move me forward, even if it's 5 minutes from now? Because going through life, sometimes things are so intense. Breathing is a challenge, right? Breathing can be a chore. So make a list. I make lists, tons of them. I've talked about this before, but like, I make lists with reminders. And then I make another list. Then I cross that list off, and I put all my lists in my pile, in my purse, in my car. And I take the lists, and as soon as the list is complete, I cross it off and I throw it away, or I file it so I know that I've done it, or I put it on the calendar as complete. And the bottom line for motivation is, like the little quote said that I read, is, what is your why? Why do you get up? Why do you want to do things? Why do you want to create financial abundance? Why do you want to create awareness? The reason that I want to create awareness is because my story to me is triumphant. You know, I didn't have a horrific life. I had some things to overcome. But for me, at those times, they were significant enough to feel anxiety, depression, suicidal, like taking out medication, because I didn't know like if I could get through it alone or without support. So there's times when I even chose that. But as a holistic healthcare practitioner, for me, I know most of our stress and anxiety and our emotions are from deficiencies. So it's getting real about what kind of products you're taking, how you work with your body, if you're exercising, if you're eating right, if you're drinking green juice, which is the new craze and the new faves. And it's truly amazing what you can do for yourself what I've done for myself in just a couple, well, I can't say a couple years, 10 or 12 years, and then 5 years before that. Like I said, I've been working on healing myself since I was 23 years old. And I had a history of insomnia that no one really knew was detrimental to my nervous system. I was drinking caffeine so much that I was frying my nervous system. By the time I was 23, I was a wreck. Let me just tell you. And now I have 4 beautiful, amazing children, and 23 years later, I know how to take care of them and assist them to take care of each other and their kids when they have kids. Does it mean they'll always agree with me? No. Did I do it all right? Still learning that. You know, every choice, there's a result. And with every single choice, we learn. That's the biggest key. In not beating yourself up and literally embracing yourself even when you might call it fall down or struggle or have a challenge. For me, I've gotten in tune with words. So I've turned my words into empowerment, into motivation, into courage. And every negative word you speak is something you're calling forth into your space. So it's critical, in my opinion, that you're careful what kind of words you choose. Even saying opportunity and challenge has 2 different vibrations. All negative words are harder to speak than the positive words. See, negative, positive. You can shift it, but it's still, the vibration of it is absolutely different. So if you practice saying 10 negative words and 10 positive words, you will feel the difference. And if you want to learn more about that, you can text me or message me, because I have worksheets I'm creating on ways to plug into positivity and create better language. Hi, everyone who's watching. I just want to send you all my love. Love you. Nobody's it doesn't say who's watching. So anyway, the other thing is just being quiet sometimes, especially when you have a decision to make. What choices do I have? Write them down. What are my options? And then research. Absolutely research. Listen to spirit. Listen to your heart. Follow what feels true for you. And more often than not, when you enroll 3 to 10 people to listen and hear about what it is you're doing, feeling, thinking, or processing, 9 times out of 10, you will be more confused. Trust me, I know. I've had people tell me my business vision is oh, that's so many things. That's too much in one place. Why do you want to do that? How come you're doing that? But yeah, then on the other hand, oh, it sounds amazing. Did you really even listen to me? You can tell if people are paying attention. And I love what Keanu Reeves says about that, is paying attention goes a long ways. Just the simple act of paying attention goes a long ways. So I challenge you to pay attention to your own words, to your own behavior, because it really does begin with us, each one of us, in order to create the powerful shift that we deserve to have on our planet, and to have a positive, loving, safe environment to be in. And for motivation, like I said, make a list. Ask yourself, what is it I want? Getting clear, crystal clear about what you want. And if you don't know what you want, who does? People say that all the time. Well, I don't know. What do you want for your birthday? I don't know. Who does? Are you living? Are you here on this planet? Are you checked out? What is it you think about? Analyze, criticize your own thoughts, but in a positive way, obviously. I don't really know. Criticize isn't the perfect word, but analyze or check yourself, writing it down. And when you catch yourself in negative self-talk, say, I love you. I know we're still learning. I know I can turn this around. But really, the bottom line comes down to what you want. And years go by, even me, like so many years have gone by that I don't have my day spa open. And I literally almost cry. I think about it every day. I ask myself in the morning, if I have my day spa open, what would I do right now in this moment? If I feel achy when I wake up, like I would get up. It doesn't matter because people are waiting for you. People want what you have to give, what you have to offer. And whether you think so or not, because all that you are vibrating out is vibrating back to you. So just going to the grocery store or the doctor's office, the dentist's office, wherever you go, people are waiting for you. That is that simple. I meet people constantly everywhere I go. And you want to know the most magical thing about it is just being brave enough to say hello or like assist someone. Go walk over. Can I, help you put your groceries in the car? Can I take the cart for you? How are you? If you see someone feeling sad or down, how difficult is it to walk over and offer a supportive hug or a kind word, a compliment? That's how I motivate myself. Every day, I look in the mirror. I'm not always happy with what I see. I have things I'm working on. We all do. But it's loving yourself through it. It's loving yourself through it. Because you can't get to point B from point C. So if you have the beat up stick and you're like mad at yourself from 10 years ago for binge eating or not exercising or yelling at the kids or whatever, spending all that money, you're alive today. There's more money. You can always make more money. You can love yourself. You can be kind to yourself because your cells will respond better to that than they would to you being mad at yourself. Because being mad at yourself is a low vibration. If I had the chart, I would show you, but I don't think I have a copy of it. Probably don't. But anyway, a lot of you who know me, I work with a frequency chart, and I'll post it when I'm done talking. The vibrational measurement of emotion that starts around 20 and goes to 1,000. And right around 400, 428, 500 is the love frequency starts. Courage, passion, joy is all the way in the 6, 7, 8s. So it's tuning into what brings you joy, what brings you peace, what feels like happiness. It's not outside of you. As much as we like to believe that, it's not outside. It is not outside. I have spent years figuring this out, and I now trust and believe in my mentors more than ever. More than ever, I know it's an inside job. So, keys and tips for motivation. Here, let me see, what else did I write? Because you're alive, you woke up today. We can all do better. My new quote is, people say, how are you? I'm doing great. I'm doing the best I can and better when I can. Better when I can. It's taking action as soon as you know that you can do a different thing or make a different choice. Do it. Giving ourselves a break, not beating ourselves up. Check off the things that are going well. Recognition. That's a good word. Let's go back to that. Is recognizing our own thoughts and self-talk. And then assess. There we go. Just look at my notes, right? Assess what you feel is not going well and write those things down. And I have a list I usually give my clients and my guests, and it's got 2 lines on one line on each side of the paper. It says what I don't desire, what I do desire. And then you write on one column all the things that you are done with. Like, I'm done self-loathing, self-hatred. I'm done overeating. I'm done da-da-da-da-da. all the things you want to get rid of, go through my closet, purge all my stuff, whatever it is. Then on the other side, you write all the things you do desire. And you don't think about the list. You don't think about it. You just write until you can't go anymore. Put a line down the middle. And then you circle 3 things from each column that you want to work on that are the priorities. And then you ask questions like, how is this not serving me? Why do I still do this? What's it going to do if I keep doing this? How bad does it hurt when I do this? And then on the other list, you circle 3 to 5 things you want. And you put a list of things together that's like, well, why do I want this? How's it going to serve me, right? What's it going to do for me? How long have I wanted this? What's in my way from achieving this? Excuse me. What can I do to achieve this? And then you research. You research and you make a plan. And if you deserve help making a plan, let me know. I'm happy to work with you. It's what I do every week as I work with people. So with that said, I'm going to jump off. I love all of you, each and every one of you. We're not alone. Sometimes it feels like we're alone, but we have each other, and it's just a matter of reaching out when you feel those things. And when you feel joyful, reach out then too, because a lot of us out here want to hear about your success. We want to hear about your joy, and instead of any of the negatives, but both deserve to be heard, validated, talked about, and covered. Because I feel like talking and communicating is the number one way to advance forward. And just, if you call someone and you want to just vent, just tell them, just say, can you just listen? I just feel crazy today. I just want to vent. Because if you say that up front, you give that person the opportunity to be available for you, because maybe they don't feel good. Maybe they don't want to listen, and they can say yes or no. Give them the opportunity and just ask that they hold a space with you to listen. And then if you feel like getting, any feedback or suggestions, you can ask for that. And I feel like that is one of my favorite conversation tools I've ever learned. So I'm going to leave you with that last little tip. And thank you for listening, and do better when you can. Thanks. I love you. You can find me at lightandlove.com, lightandlovemassage.com, actually. Haven't changed it yet. If you'd like to get more coaching tips and mentoring, you can email me, sherrylsteed@gmail.com, or find me on Facebook or Google. Thank you, and have a wonderful night.